A storm is brewing in real estate. Hey, gang, my name is Mike with My Real Estate Dojo. And since 2016, I've been warning you that we're going to have a big economic collapse in America, but especially in real estate. And because of what's happening with the Fed, with the manipulation of printing money, handing out free money, lowering the mortgage rates to almost 0%, etc., the Big Brother and the Fed has been able to control this crash to the very, very end, which is happening right now, in my opinion, on financial advice. Okay. It all started back in 2016 when I saw what was happening. I saw that home prices were going up and up, and I knew that the bust should have happened in the next couple of years. And I came out on TV and I let everyone know, like, hey, banks are not going to give you your money. Okay, if you try to go withdraw money today, it's going to be very, very hard. And I was telling you guys back in 2016, I came and said that we're going to have a big real estate crash. The next real estate crash is going to be a seller financing heaven. It's going to be a subject to heaven. Everyone laughed at me, okay? And then in 2019 is when we saw the cracks in the wall of real estate. But guess what happened? Big Brother kept lowering the interest rate down, artificially stimulating the market for a bigger boom, a bigger bubble, okay? And then we saw what happened in 2020 when we had over 7 million people in foreclosure, in forbearance programs, and Big Brother shut down the foreclosure auctions and the court systems, and they forced the banks to create the forbearance program and allowing people to not make mortgage payments. Where in 2019 to 2020, we should have saw one of the biggest real estate crash in our time, but Big Brother and central bankers stepped in significantly with lowering the interest rate, giving out free money, stopping the foreclosures, etc. Okay, now fast forward to 2022, the money has drawn dry, the free money has run dry, and America realizes that the petrodollar is in big, big trouble. And the reason we have the wealth that we have today in America, the reason the middle class is so wealthy is because we are printing fake money, sending that to all these other countries, and getting their natural resources for free because of our fake money. If it's wood, if it's coal, if it's chips, if it's gas, if it's any kind of commodities you can imagine, we're printing it at a printing press. Doesn't cost us hardly anything, and we're ship the inflation. We ship all that fake money and get all the other natural resources from all the other countries, from India to China to Pakistan, everywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen, from Cuba, you name it, okay? And this gravy train is stopping, okay? And because the world is starting to realize that the Central Bank of America decided, you know what, they got to pump this interest rate back up. They can't keep keeping it at 0%. The whole system's going to collapse. The world's not going to accept the world petrodollar anymore, okay? And that's why you're seeing the interest rate hikes from 2% to 3% to 4% to 5% to 6% and so on and so on. And as I've predicted, in my opinion, we're going to get 19% mortgage rates in the near future. If not, we're going to have civil unrest in America either way. Okay. Now that the interest rate is going back up and up, we're now seeing that what should have happened back in 2019, as I told you guys, happened in 2022 because the stimulus checks are gone, the interest rate on easy cheesy money is over, and people now have to generate and create, be able to uh, get the harvest, because before you would get the harvest without even plowing the ground, without even putting the seed down. It's called debt. Okay, you get it before you even do the work. But the time is changing, the world is changing. Okay, and because of that, we're now heading into the biggest real estate crash in our lifetime, okay, as Americans. Okay, this is just my opinion. Now, why do I say that? Well, we have interest rates high. We have all the worlds around us, other countries around us, cutting their commodities, and very soon with the BRICS, with other stuff, they're not going to want to be giving us their valuable resources for our fake dollars, okay? Which is going to bring a lot of stress to the American people, because they can't go to Walmart and get something from China so cheap anymore, because that cheap stuff is more expensive now because of what we have done around the world, being the world police, okay? So now that leads into massive layoffs, okay? Because this is what happens when all these crappy corporations, zombie corporations, are able to borrow free money at zero interest rate, when everyone can get a loan to buy a rental, then all the assets were going to go up. If you're talking about prices of new cars, if you're talking about real estate, if you're talking about stock market, whatever you're talking about, it's just going to go up. People are getting free money or almost free money, and they can invest into this stuff, or they got free checks. Okay, now that the checks are gone, the stimulus checks are gone, now that the massive layoffs are coming, now that the world's countries are realizing how we're just sucking them up dry and causing their countries massive chaos through dethroning their governments, or through giving them inflation, or just sucking their natural resources by fake money that we're constantly printing like crazy, right? Now we're going to feel this stuff at home, ladies and as they say in America. I think the saying says that the chicken has come to lay eggs or whatever. I can't remember the saying exactly, but the point I'm trying to make is this is the time where the ice is going to melt. There is no more shade. There's no more AC to keep this ice going, to keep this Ponzi scheme going. So we're going to have massive layoffs. We're going to have hundreds and thousands of millions of people in America. They're going to get their credit crunched, their credit taken away or shortened. I don't care if there's their home equity loan, if it's their line of credit, or if they're trying to buy a mortgage or refinance or use their own credit card. The interest rates are going up. The credit line ties are coming back in, and there's going to be massive chaos. Okay, we were already seeing it in the stock market. We were already seeing it in all aspects of our lives, from our food costs going up from inflation, all the way to massive job cuts, to higher prices to borrow money. There's going to be money crunches, and the foreclosure courts are just going to be raving in, ladies and gentlemen, raving in, because not that many people are going to have 20% down to buy anything, because our society is, conditioned to be a debt consumer. Okay, not to be a producer, not to be a harvester, to just be a consumer. Get your shit without working for it. Just sign here and we'll give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give it to you. Well, there's a price to pay for everything in life. You just can't get your harvest without putting the work in. And the time to pay the reaper is coming. For some people in America, this is the best opportunity ever, because there's going to be sales everywhere. You can buy everything and almost everything at a deep discount. I don't care if you're talking about boats, RVs, cars, real estate, stocks, whatever you can imagine. Your heart dreams Bitcoin is going to be on sale, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and that's what I believe is coming. But most importantly, the real estate is going to be on fire. I predict anywhere there's different parts of the country, but many parts of the country we're going to see 40 to 60% off of real estate. Okay, so for example, a house used to be worth 300. Now you're going to find that house for 150. Okay, same exact house, same thing. That just a couple of years ago was 300. Now it's going to be 150 or lower. Okay, and I predict this to be in many states, in all states of America. Okay, some cities, some subdivisions may not take the 40%, may only go down 25. But there's other places that are going to go up more than 60%, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to crash down. Okay, and which creates a great opportunity for real estate investors. If you're interested in capitalizing on the upcoming craziness, madness that our central bankers and our big brother has created for us, then I highly recommend going to myrealestatedojo.com and getting my free book, which teaches you everything that I know in my book. Anyways, guys, thanks for clicking the like button. Go to myrealestatedojo.com, get my free book. And always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Romy, peace.